There's a lot of people that keep saying you can just build an app with AI in just a few minutes and then start making passive income. And sure, AI tools make building apps easier than ever. But what almost no one tells you is that that is actually the easy part. In this video, I'll show you how to create an AI-powered app step by step, but more importantly, I'll share the real challenge that decides whether you will ever make money from it and how to get started the best possible way. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael and I've tested hundreds of online income methods, and lately I've seen a ton of hype around AI app side hustles. People make it sound like you can just ask an AI to code something, upload it, and then suddenly the money just rolls in. But after actually building my own AI tools, like for example a WordPress plugin I created using Grok to solve a real problem I had, I can tell you that there's a lot more to it. So in this video, I'll break down how to actually build an app with AI, how to find a problem worth solving, and what you need to plan before you even think about monetization. So let's get into it. So you've probably seen all the videos and the posts lately with statements like build an app in 10 minutes and make a ton of money, or make $5,000 a month using ChatGPT. And yes, with tools like Replit or Genspark and others, creating something that looks impressive really is faster than ever. But that's exactly where the confusion starts. Because what most of these creators forget to mention is that building an app and making money from it are two completely different things. It's like saying you can open a store just because you can, for example, build a website. It might exist, but that doesn't mean anyone will find it or care about it. So the truth is, AI has made the technical part easier than ever, but the business side, getting people to actually use your app and turn it into income, that is still where most people fail. So in this video, I'll first quickly show you how you can create your own AI app step by step, even if you never coded before. Then I'll explain the real challenge no one talks about, the part that actually decides whether you'll make any money or not. So let's start with the technical part. So let's start with the fun part, which is actually building something. And the truth is that you don't need to be a developer anymore to make a working app. AI tools can handle a lot of the heavy lifting for you. And here's a simple process anyone can follow. So step one is to find a real problem to solve. Don't build something random just because it sounds cool. Think about problems you or people around you actually have. Something annoying, repetitive, or time-consuming. And you can find these ideas by, for example, looking at Reddit threads or Facebook groups in specific niches. You can ask people that you know what small digital task they wish was easier. And then you can also use AI tools like, for example, Grok or ChatGPT and others to brainstorm on some rough ideas to come up with more specific ideas. Or you can also just pay attention to your own workflow frustrations. That's actually exactly how I came up with one of my own small tools. I had a frustration with a website and I used Grok to help me build a WordPress plugin that solved a problem I kept running into. Because it didn't exist anywhere, not exactly like I wanted, so I actually just made it myself. And it ended up saving me a ton of time. And that's just one example of small tools I have used AI to help me create. And that's, in my opinion, the mindset you need to have. Build to solve, not just to make an app for the sake of it. Step two is then to use AI to build the first version of your app. So once you have your idea, you can head over to tools like Replit or Genspark or similar tools, and you can even try a couple of them because you can ask them to do the same app and then compare and see which one you prefer working with. Most of them also have free plans, so you can actually build something even and get started without having to pay for it. If you want to use it a lot, then you might have to also invest in it. But for example, Genspark, they have some free credits you can use every single day. So this is actually also what I have used in the past to help me with different things. And I haven't actually used the paid version of it yet, just the free version. So you can literally just describe what you want your app to do after you came up with the idea, and then the AI will generate the base code or logic for it. So you don't need to be technical at all. You just need to be able to communicate clearly what you want. It can, for example, be a prompt like something like make a web app that tracks daily expenses and shows total spending for the week, or create a simple web app that lets users upload photos and apply filters and things like this. Again, this is just random examples. Of course, all this will depend on the first step that we just recently talked about here. What you can also do is that you can actually take your rough idea and then use, for example, Grok or ChatGPT, put it in there and say like, this is what I'm trying to do. This is my idea, can you help me make a prompt for example, GenSpark or Replit or whatever tool you're using to try to come up with an even better prompt? So that can also be a suggestion. But for the sake of this video, we'll just keep it very basic and simple just to show you what is actually possible very easily. So I would just do this here and then I will click, and then usually the tools will often build the first version in just a few minutes. Of course, the more precise you are, the better chance there is that it's also close to what you actually want, because this one is very basic, but you can go into a lot of details about what features you want, what you don't want, all these different things. But I'll just come back here, I'll just let it think for a few minutes and then come back and show you. And it has now been only around 3 minutes or so. You can see it's still doing some thinking in the background, developing some things, but just wanted to show you what it came up with in just 3 minutes. Just think about it. I can just open it in a big screen here so you can see how good it actually looks, that I have not done anything else than write one simple sentence, and this is then what comes out. Can you imagine just a few years ago how much you would have had to pay to have someone develop just a prototype like this here, how much time you would have to spend doing it yourself? And this is a great first version, very fast, and then you can tweak the design, you can tweak the prompts, you can ask the AI tool to remove certain things, add certain things if there's something you find out is not working properly. So try to think of this as your prototype, so not necessarily the final product. You have to put in a little bit of time and effort to polish it, but that's the second step. As you can see, AI has made this technical aspect very, very fast compared to what skills you needed to use to have, or the budget you needed for things like this. So the third and final step here is to test and refine. So before even worrying about monetization, make sure your app actually helps and works. So use it yourself, share it with a few friends or community members if you have a community, and ask for honest feedback, because then you will quickly see what works and what doesn't. And that's how you find out if it's actually worth improving, or if maybe you just have to move on to the next idea, because that can also happen sometimes, of course. So yes, you can build something fast using AI, but that's only half the story. And this is where most people get stuck, because even if your app is amazing, it won't earn you a single cent if no one knows it exists. So let's talk about that next. So now you build your app, or at least a working version of it, but that's where most people stop and expect the money to then start rolling in. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter how good your app is if no one knows about it. And this is the part almost every AI app tutorial skips, and it's also the hardest part. It's not the coding, not the setup, but the marketing and visibility, because you need a way to reach people who actually care about the problem your app solves. So that means thinking like a business owner, not just an app developer. So here's why that part is so important. Because let's say you spend a weekend building a great AI app that helps freelancers track their invoices, just an example, right? But if no freelancer ever sees it, it's basically invisible. Or worse, someone else with a similar idea could promote theirs better and end up making all the money. So that's why you need a plan for visibility from day one. And I got so tired of seeing these AI hype videos where they say like, oh, just make an app and you make thousands of dollars. But then they never mention this part. They just say, make an app and then you make money. But they don't tell you the actually hard part. So let's dive a little bit deeper into that. So what should you then focus on before you maybe even start developing any app using AI? In my opinion, you should start the whole process by asking yourself, how will people find this? And here are a few ways that actually work, especially if you don't want to spend money on ads. So first thing is create helpful content around your niche. So for example, starting short videos, short tutorials, or tips about the problem your app solves. So over time, that builds trust and it builds traffic that you can then send to, for example, a landing page where people can download the app, and there's different ways to monetize it then. Using content is also how I have built my own online income and business, not by selling an app actually, but it's just to show you that is one of the best ways to start building an audience and showing that you know what you're actually talking about. So a great approach, in my opinion, can be to start creating content. If you're interested in my top recommended way to learn to build an audience and traffic like that, I will also leave a link below to some more information about that. But let's move on to the next option also. So another option is to reach out to micro influencers, because you don't need to reach out to huge names. Usually that will not give you good results, and also that will usually require a big budget that you likely do not have when you're just starting out. And many people think that if they need to reach out to influencers, they only want to write people that have like 1 million or 10 million or followers, or the biggest of the biggest names. And it's just very hard to get through to those. And as mentioned, you likely also don't even have the budget. So start with small creators with, for example, 5,000 to 20,000 followers in your niche, because often they have very engaged audiences if you find the right ones, of course. So then you can, for example, reach out to them. Often they are easier to get through to, and then you can offer them free access or ask for honest feedback or something like that. And in return, they might create some content around it. That can be a great way to start spreading awareness of your tool also. Last tip here is to then engage in relevant communities. That can be Reddit threads, Discord groups, or for example, Facebook groups where your audience hangs out. Make sure if you do this, it's not to spam or to just promote your app all the time. It is to be helpful and visible, because again, that builds trust. People start seeing you as an expert. They will go to your profile, they can click through, then read more, and then find more information about your product. So each of these methods, of course, I just mentioned here, they take time, but this is also where real success comes from. By now, basically anyone can make an app, but only those who think about how to distribute it can turn it into a real income stream. So that's why it's so important to do it with the right mindset and the right long-term strategy. Let's dive a little bit deeper into that. But before doing that, I know that most of you watching have actually not yet subscribed to my channel. Maybe you were not aware of that, but it can be an easy and free way to support my channel so I can keep producing value-based content like this. So I would appreciate it if you can just make sure to subscribe and also like this video if it helps you. So let's now talk a little bit more about the mindset and long-term strategy, because if you just take one thing from this video, then in my opinion, let it be this: AI can help you build faster, but it can't make people care. The tools you can get access to now are already incredible, and they just keep getting better all the time. So you can generate working code, interfaces, or even ideas in minutes. But building something sustainable still takes time, testing, and consistency. So the creators who actually end up making money from their apps aren't the ones chasing quick trends. They are the ones who focus on solving a real problem. Secondly, keep improving the app based on feedback. Also, they spend just as much time learning how to reach people as they do building features. So if you treat it like a long-term project instead of a quick cash grab, then AI can be an amazing shortcut, but it's not a magic button. And that's very important to remember, and an aspect that most people completely forget thinking about and just jump into making different tools and don't understand they don't make any money. If you want to know more about a simple way to start learning the marketing side and how to build an audience by creating small pieces of content around your topic your app solves, then I do have more information about my top recommended option for that on my website. I'll leave a link to that below. It's a great and powerful way to build visibility in my experience, and it can grow into a real income stream by itself also. Also, if you have any thoughts about building your own app, any experiences with it, any questions, anything, just please leave a comment below. I see all the comments there, and I also reply to all questions there, so I'd love to hear from you there. And finally, if the video helped you, make sure to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.